Good morning, students. Welcome to Chemistry online class. Unit 12, Periodic Classification of Elements, Part 4. Children, we know this modern periodic table is the extension of the original Mendel's periodic table and known as the long form of periodic table. Students, in the previous class, we have learnt about period and groups. Children, what are periods? The horizontal rows are called periods. There are 7 periods in the periodic table. And what are groups? The vertical columns in the periodic table starting from top to bottom are called groups. There are 18 groups in the periodic table. First group elements are called as alkali metals. Second group elements are called as alkaline earth metals. Group 3 to 12 elements are called as transition metals. Group 13 boron family. Group 14 carbon family. Group 15 nitrogen family, and group 16 oxygen family or chalcogen family. Group 17 halogens. Group 18 noble gases. Okay, students, today let us discuss the elements of periodic table are classified into 4 blocks, namely S, P, D and F blocks. First, let us see about S block elements. See, these 2 groups are called S block, and the right side, that group elements are called as P block. And see, group 3 to 12, that is called P block, and the bottom rows, that is lanthanide and actinides, are called F blocks. Let us discuss one by one. First, let us see what is S block element. See, S block elements, it includes group 1, that is alkali metals, and group 2, that is alkaline earth metals. They are also called as representative elements. Representative means main group elements. The elements of group 1 except hydrogen are metals. They react with water to form solutions that change the color of a vegetable dye from red to blue. These solutions are said to be highly alkaline or basic. Hence, they are called alkali metals. Next, the elements of group 2 are also metals. They combine with oxygen to form oxides, formerly called earths, and these oxides produce alkaline solutions when they are dissolved in water. Hence, these elements are called alkaline earth metals. Next, we move on. P block elements. These elements are in group 13 to 18 in the periodic table. They are also called as representative elements. These also called main group elements. The P block is home to the biggest variety of elements and is the only block that contains all the 3 types of elements: metals, non-metals and metallites. Next, we move on. D block elements. It includes group 3 to group 12 elements. They are found in the center of the periodic table. Their properties are intermediate to that of S block and P block elements, and so they are called transition elements. Next, F block elements. It includes 14 elements after lanthanum. called lanthanides and 14 elements after actinum, that is called actinides. They are placed at the bottom of the periodic table. They are also called as inner transition elements. Okay students, next we move on the advantages of the modern periodic table. This table is based on the more fundamental property, that is atomic number. The completion of each period is more logical and it is easy to remember and reproduce. Each group is an independent group and the idea of subgroups has been disordered. One position for all isotopes of an element is justified since the isotopes have the same atomic number. The position of the 8th group is also justified in this table, and this table is completely separates metals from non-metals. The non-metals are present in upper right corners of the periodic table. Justification has been offered for placing lanthanides and actinides at the bottom of the periodic table. Children, now let us see the defects of long form of periodic table. First one, position of hydrogen is uncertain as it resembles alkali metals as well as halogens. Lanthanides and actinides are not placed in the main body of the periodic table. So these are the defects of modern periodic table. Okay children, I hope you understood today's class. Thank you children.